That's my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me.
It's the second round of the Madden Ultimate Team Playoffs. It's the coach in Orlando as we get you set for the NFL on EA Sports. Between our visitors and the New Orleans Saints. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you? Yeah. Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
First down, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the...
There you go again, trying to bite a cat heel. Bam, 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 bam. Whoop that cat. Whoop that cat. There you go again. Quick kiss, quick kiss the cat. Quick kiss the cat, boy. Too many cats down there. You can't fight more with cats. One cat at a time.
First half here in Arlington, Texas. Giants got the first 7 points, but it's been a Cowboys celebration ever since. 21-7.
One cat at a time. Hey! 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 What's the where you going, boy? Oh, you got the big glasses on. Let's go. good boy. Scooty-boo, bang, bang. Bang, bang, Scooty-boo. Scooty-boo, bang, bang. Super baby.
Drive. Here we go. Michael Thomas, who turned 26 in March, now the league's highest paid wideout, signing a 5-year, $100 million extension in late July that will run through 2024.
He's the highest paid non-quarterback.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right there. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Trotty, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously,
yeah, they should be.
What I found interesting about it is you got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, it really, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they look pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and this is picked up by the Saints, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case,
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Holt. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He hits right, complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Dawson's kick is up and through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks and no touchdown passes yet either. On 1st and 10, Mayfield throwing the out route incomplete.
When you got the legendary edition, they give you extra stuff on it for your player.
So that sets up 2nd and 6.
I got some VC though.
Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll make it 3rd down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mayfield over the middle. He'll get it to Harrison. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Left out there going with 50 to 100, bro.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on in.
Fielded about a yard deep.
A bit on the 2K. I ain't just holding 2K like
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, come on with it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the areas and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 49 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Michael Strahan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp. We'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again here, Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time, the analytics tell you, touchdown!
Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. There's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay, a sack on the corner blitz. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on.
Now Mayfield lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on second down with Cohen. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So Russell Wilson in the offense, trailing 17-10, a little under 30 seconds remaining. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And Olsen over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. One last shot for Wilson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. See packing nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got rocks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in.
It's the second round of the Madden Ultimate Team Playoff.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a first down. These two teams, of course, squared off last year in the playoffs in a classic with the Saints escaping 20-14. Everyone remembers Alshon Jeffrey had a pass slip right through his hands. It was picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. That would seal the victory. It would also turn out to be the last time Nick Foles would play in a game as a Philadelphia Eagle. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now the third
down throw
incomplete as well.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft.
You gonna put it in your mouth. No. Boogie.
First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now Emmett. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And it's fielded at the 34. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. On the left side, a catch by White. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A first down carry for Barkley. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Wilson, and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 10 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Dawson tacks on the point after. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
But I'm just
This is taken at his 4.
Hey, booga.
And down at the 28.
Come here, boy. Booga, baby.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. To throw, it's Mahomes. You never want to... Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. And a Saint touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pick.
Yeah, take the top out of it. Come here, baby.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Eagles heading back out, and you think about their backfield, Charles, it's going to be interesting to see how things go here in the rest of preseason and into the regular season. You got Jordan Howard, who you picked up from Chicago, still just 24, twice 1,000-yard rusher, but there's a litany of other options, are there not?
They are absolutely loaded at the running back position because you already mentioned Jordan Howard. He's supposed to be the guy that carries it the most for them. But still on the roster, Josh Adams, undrafted out of Notre Dame. He helped save their season last year. Corey Clement, remember he was undrafted out of Wisconsin, caught a big touchdown pass in the Super Bowl. Wendell Smallwood out of West Virginia gives him kick return ability. Darren Sproles is back. He's a do-it-all guy. Donnell Pumphrey they drafted 2 years ago. And then they drafted this year Miles Sanders out of Penn State, who might be the best out of that whole group. Whoever is looking at this team is thinking to themselves, on cut-down day, there are going to be some quality running backs that will be available for the rest of the league.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Thank you, boy.
Well, we got a second. We remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack on first down, Wilson, and he's got some space here. That's it for the first. Hang on, we'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in
boy
quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5.
It's Jerry Jones clapping, boy. You like that.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had to halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it now with Smith. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Wilson. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on first down. Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They keep it with Barkley on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. This is Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches. The toss out to Barkley. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley taking it in. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Dawson able to connect on the extra point.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over a minute 40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll run with Smith. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Now here's Mahomes. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. A first down carry for Smith. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. On second and 9, Mahomes over the middle to Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now a run with Cook. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get it to Irvin, right side complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Michael Irvin, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Mahomes again here on second and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So this one, a victory.
If it's open, he's gonna go right to it.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos.